Girl, why'd you have to leave me that way? I love you to this day, and it hurts to think of the words you used to say. Choke no joke, what up? I'm in the building. You know what it is. You know how we do. This is how we do. All day, every day, even on a holiday, even on your birthday. All right? Happy birthday to all you crazy ass Sagittariuses out there. You vindictive ass Sagittarius, grudge holding ass Sagittarius, lying ass Sagittarius. It's your month. Shout out to the good Sagittarius, if there's any out there. Shout out to y'all too. But that is one zodiac sign I'll stay away from. All right. I know y'all love y'all some Jay-Z, but them Sagittarius, boy, them people, boy. Them people. Dumb people. Right, Mrs. A. Matthews? Tell them. Crystal Hope? Tell them. Choke no joke. Tonight, we're going to get into Diddy's bodyguard. R.J. Barnes has finally spoke. And I gave this brother the benefit of the doubt. I listened with an unbiased ear. He said a lot of things that I got to address. Roger Barnes is to Diddy what I kind of view as Jay-Z. I mean, what Beanie Siegel was to Jay-Z. Right? I'll get into that in a minute. Also, I want to get into this photo of Beyonce, and let me put up because I'm showing this under fair use. Let me put up my disclaimer real quick. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, common news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. That this image here, let me keep this up there. I don't know if many of y'all have seen this, but we're going to talk about this tonight. I don't know how many of y'all have saw this. There's plenty of questions about it. Okay. Plenty of questions about this. Right? We're going to get into that. And we also going to get into this guy, Christian Keys. The guy that's giving out blind items about the black billionaire. Like, we got a bunch of black billionaires that's out here that's producing and directing, got TV series, movies, and is in our culture, and that he has worked with. And if you look at his resume, we kind of know who the heck he talking to. So we're going to get into that, few other topics for the night. Choke no joke, I'm in the building. You know what it is. Make sure y'all go and get that Tunnel joint. The Tunnel documentary is out right now on Amazon Prime. Make sure y'all go get that. I'm here. Let's start the show. Choke no joke. You already know I'm here, baby. Let's go.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden, The Club King.
The DJ Johnny Walker Red.
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Sean Brophy, sound engineer.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Sterling Cox, I was the head of security.
Alpha Grenier.
My name is V.
Omega.
Big G. Vim Rock from the legendary Naughty by Nature.
Styles P the Ghost, LOX, D-Block.
Tech Smith & Wesson.
LB Fan, Mr. Cheeks.
The Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert.
Kid Capri.
The tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
My Sunday ritual going to the tunnel was, I'm telling you, your ass better be there.
We just pretty much did push-ups.
We had to drink a couple bottles of Hennessy, go get smoked.
Leave the jewelry and watches at home.
Before you even get to the tunnel, you gotta get on the block.
You started from 11th Avenue, and when you got to that door, the search procedures was no other.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search.
Security at the tunnel was no joke.
The beatdowns did happen.
Some of them, if you had that chain out, that shit was leaving with one of them niggas.
We had a handful of cats. When we were taking you out, they were digging in your pockets.
The code check at the tunnel was crazy because you ain't know if you was gonna get your shit back.
Sometimes the bloops happen where you might not get your coat.
A lot of boys wanted to get their girls some fur coats, you know, so I mean, it was free.
The bar was always on tilt at the tunnel.
You might get fake alcohol. Bartenders might have got counterfeit.
The dance floor is always rocking.
It looked like a video all the time.
The tunnel had a very unique situation at the bathroom. It was co-ed.
The bathroom was Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was like this, looking, trying to look past the dudes like when they was going in the urinal.
The tunnel was a one-stop shop. They had food, they had alcohol, drugs.
I saw weed the tub. It was just oozing money.
Backstage is like the club amongst the club.
That's where all the so-called stars who was scary to be in the crowd, that's where they hung out at.
The dopest things about the tunnel for me to remember is hearing my records get played up in there.
The top, maybe, of all-time tunnel banger.
Or anything Bad Boy.
Every Biggie record, any shit by Hov.
Shook Ones was bananas in there.
Nori Capone, that Bang Bang.
Annie Up.
Any one of Buster joints.
Wild Out would actually start a fight.
The best performance I ever seen, Jay-Z performed in front of the DJ booth. The DJ booth was bouncing like a ball.
Snoop and Dre. When Dre was there.
DMX, Get At Me, dog.
The king of the tunnel was Jay-Z.
Busta Rhymes.
DMX is the king.
Queen of the tunnel.
Mary J. Blige.
Foxy and Lil' Kim.
Eve.
King of the tunnel record label-wise was Def Jam.
Bad Boy.
The best DJ at the tunnel was Flex.
Big Cap, all day. Flex used to break off the records, but he used to try to bully Cap, like, don't spin this, because when I get here, I want to spin it. No, nigga, fuck wrong with you?
What the tunnel did for artists, it solidified their street music.
That gave us a platform, set up Rough Riders, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, slew of other artists.
The closing of the tunnel, it was kind of sad because that was a big piece of hip-hop.
So losing the tunnel was like a little kid losing Disney.
A famous mosque closing down.
I think when the tunnel closed, it was necessary. Niggas was coming to missing.
When you hear people of the late 70s talked about Studio 54, the tunnel was the Studio 54 of hip-hop.
Yeah. Choke No Joke. You know what it is. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This one right here is for the mixtape. Let's go. Yo, Nas, I ain't do this for clout. I'm just a real nigga trying to figure you out. How you don't put blood in this Judas mouth. Talking Japanese wine like you fanning out. Blushing at this bitch that disrespects your kid and her earth. Carmen, I know that it hurt.
You know, back then when he made these disparaging remarks and comments about my daughter and created this disgusting visual, there were so many people around him that stayed quiet. They said absolutely nothing.
Carmen, I know that it hurt. You said Pac left us. When rappers that wink at other rappers in the studio, which made me think, yo, what he got on you? And homie in pink, cause at Webster Hall, he didn't stream one link. Yo, y'all glutton for punishment. I'm sick and I'm done with it. If it was part of your plan, Nas, hard my word on it, I'm just your fan. With little celebrity, some say it's just the hate in me. Nah, I'm cut from a cloth. You don't brush shit off. Well, the penthouse of law. Gotta have a ceiling, only forgive hoes.
with sexual healing. And that thought right now is not appealing. With these chicks, with the dicks like Little Nas X, I'm not a fan. You damaged your brand. Yo, Nas, don't ever do that shit again. I'm signing off. Esco stand. Yeah. Choke no joke, you know what it is. Haha, you know what it is. Oh yeah, and you nigga, I ain't sorry for shit. I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. Wedge. Webster Dictionary defines the word as a substance that is used for splitting wood or rocks. Something causing a breach or separation. It's funny what that lens can capture. Separation, division.
How y'all having a meeting about Jay without? Nope, not drugs right there. Nobody told me nothing. How come y'all having a meeting without Jay? Without Jay? I don't get it. It's 10:30 in the morning. And you want to get Leo? Please go get him.
No, actually, I was just gonna go to the restroom. Okay.
Why are you leaving? I'm asking a question.
She doesn't have an answer.
Well, I'm wondering what line of thought is it? What pattern is it? John McNeely and all of y'all that y'all have my biggest artists here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me. Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous.
And animosity.
What you mean bullshit? The fuck? Y'all niggas having meetings about my artists without calling me? It ain't no bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Man, look, oh y'all look, everybody here is ashamed of y'all. Who wants to work under a cow? They don't have to. Cow.
I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shits. I'm nothing like Nas, I'm with the shits. I'm more like Jungle, wanting to bust your shit, but bro got me on chill. He said I'm illmatic, with the static, with the ratchets. Let's go to Brooklyn, cause he gotta have it. School days, would've called you faggot and smoked you like a Spike Lee joint. Yo, the greatest of all timers, got hit with all timers. You buster, nigga, your mic with the shine. Knockout. Yeah, one-liners, give you a reason to be a one-eye without reasonable doubt. You been a liar. You headache king, Jazzo inspired, rape Dame.
So they trying to take our franchise from us. That's what they trying to do. Make this beef with. They trying to. I bet you they're staging this beef with us. Trust me. Trust me.
It was all about the power to, to get rid of Dame Dash, and take Jay-Z to the next level without Dame. And it was, Dame should stop blaming Leo and Todd Moskowitz and start blaming Steve Stout.
You know about the Scarface party and all that? How they make sure Power Song in Puerto Rico? He's gonna be there performing, but they're doing something with them.
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be out there for that. With the release of the Scarface DVD.
Jay's performing for that?
And I don't need two lips to blow this like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical I conducted. You looking at the black Warren Buffett, so all critics conduct sick. I don't care if you see the Lawrence Tucker or you Bill O'Reilly. You only rallied me up for 3 years. They had me peeing out in the cup. Now they about to free me up. What you think I'm gonna be? What? Rehabilitated? Man, I still feel hatred. I'm young, black, and rich, so they wanna strip me naked. But you never had me like Christina Aguilera. But catch me at the West Side driving like Halle Berry. Or the West. Fuck it. Peace and love, y'all. The Black Album on the way.
And then we doing our party, so.
Following Steve Stout's direction.
And what was Steve Stout telling you to do?
He walked me through how to get rid. His plan was to get rid of Dame Dash.
He told you that.
That was the plan.
Rape Dame and Chris, they ran the lion through the rock and the fire. Damn, you cold. Built the nation, the prop back home. How you the king of LA? When Cube is home, how you bang in LA after Nip is gone? Mr. Smith, yeah, I'm nice with the gift, too. The double entendres got those too. Your wisdom, knowledge, that I'm king too. I'm sorry I met the other side of you. Yeah. That's the gift and the curse. I'm Christ from birth, from the hearse to the dirt. Fake niggas claim hurt, so I stay on my bullshit like I'm dirt and never shy. Let my feelings fly. Let's go. Cause we all die. Like your beds. Nigga, I'm here. Only fear I have is truth not be told. We all get old. It's choke, no joke. Y'all already know. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This for the mixtape. The 50-year-old platinum virgin.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
No palm to the trees and the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with cane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the east, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful who show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Choke, no joke. About to do a little smile treatment, you know. Yeah.
Choke, no joke. Cheeky choke, no joke. Steady grinding in the building. What up? What up? What up? Choke, no joke. You already know. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday, even on your birthday, you already know what it is. I am here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. All right. We got a few things to talk about tonight. Beyonce would be one of them. Christian Keys would be the other. Roger Bonds would be the other. Now, I was a little parched. I think let me see. I think I'm gonna start with the Christian Keys dude. Let's see. Okay. Now, the thing with this guy, Christian Keys, right? I have I have an issue. I have an issue with Christian Keys Instagram live on the allegations of being harassed by, which I want to say, I believe he's talking about Tyler Perry allegedly. And I will show y'all the key points that make me believe it's Tyler Perry outside of the industry, people that called my phone and told me that they believe is, or they say it is, but I'm gotta say allegedly that it is Tyler Perry that he's talking about, right? Let me try to say this and try to be as sympathetic to Christian Keys situation as much as I can without sound like I'm targeting him or I'm doubting or bashing him in any way, because I'm not, right? I'm going to play his live and I'm going to commentate on it as we go through to get my points across, right? Now, watching his interview is partially traumatizing for me a little bit in the way of I understand and I believe him when it comes to being harassed in this entertainment industry on sexual harassed by the same sex, right? Now, many of y'all that follow me know that I'm the person eons ago, like from so many of y'all say, oh Choke, I seen you in that interview you did with the purple or the plum suit on. You know what I'm saying? Where you talk about the industry and how it started and the gay secret society in it and how it stunted your growth in the industry because you wouldn't become a homosexual. The story I told about the Roxy's, the story that I talk about, where I believe it started with allegedly with Africa Bambaataa, Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell all hanging out at the Roxy and then blowing up and becoming gatekeepers, and everybody going through these labels, have to go through these guys, whether you was Uptown, MCA, whether you was Def Jam, you know what I'm saying, Universal, whether you was if you was from the Bronx and you came through Zulu Nation, there was allegedly, I gotta say allegedly because I wasn't in no rooms, but allegedly there was that gay element, that undercover element in hip hop that once it blew up. Now you got the people that don't want everybody to get rich because everybody, start turning into Robin Hood, and the poor be saving the poor, you know what I'm saying, if everybody get rich. So now it becomes to this thing, well, we doing some weird shit over here. We fucking with drugs, we fucking each other, you know what I'm saying? You want to be rich? Because this is what the rich motherfuckers and the real famous motherfuckers is doing over here. These is what the scenario is called. We call the doors, or somebody coined the phrase in the Nori doors, right? But before there was the Nori doors, I've been telling y'all about this. I've been frustrated in the industry for eons because I know my level of talent. You know what I'm saying? I know my level of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I could program a whole fucking network. I could produce and direct, edit, shoot a whole film by myself, from lighting and sound and everything. I've done it, right? I've hired crews and done whole movies as an executive producer. I know every element in this. I'm almost 30 years in as a producer and director, and I've changed with the times, with the formats, whether it was VHS and beta and stuff, from 8-track tapes in my father's car to now it ain't even a damn some cars ain't even got a CD player no more and shit, right? So, and I evolved and I stay reinventing myself, and I stay rebranding myself, and I stay relevant as much as I can without selling my soul. I'm the guy that carried the fucking flag of don't sell your soul. When motherfucking Dave Chappelle went to Africa, that nigga passed me the torch, and I've been running with it since, right? So I've been the person that been telling y'all about this part of the industry for decades, damn near 3 of them, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm the guy that told y'all about the how a lot of these dudes aren't who y'all think they are just because they got a wife and all this other shit. But a lot of y'all coined that to, oh, you hating, you broke. Oh, you want to just be back in the club. Oh, Choke mad because he can't go to the Rock Nation brunch. You know what I'm saying? What y'all are all experiencing now with the revelations of all this stuff coming out. Plenty of y'all that follow me will tell y'all that I've been telling y'all this for the longest, right? But people got mad at me. Oh, Choke exposing. That's when the word expose became fucking a household word. Oh, you exposed. No, I'm just telling the truth. And I'm frustrated and I'm mad that I can't, niggas ain't calling me for the 50 years of hip hop. With all that I done. Why? Because all them niggas is fucking doing the same shit. All that I've accomplished, all the content that I own, why they not call me? Why? Right. After Connie Orlando at BET called me and said, oh, we're going to do this 50 years, and then it goes away. Why? Because it ran right over the motherfucking undercover. It ran because one of these niggas deaths that couldn't fuck me, and then the deal goes away. Oh, don't fuck with Choco. Choco gonna tell the truth. Choco gonna tell the truth. Well, everybody's starting to tell the fucking truth now. So what, y'all ain't gonna have no more shows or no actors or no motherfucking singers or no artists or no more, because everybody's telling the truth now. Why? I don't know. Maybe because fucking Hollywood shut down and motherfuckers started struggling. They couldn't make no money. There was no shows going on. They backed up in their bills. Now they getting frustrated and they looking at all the shit that was going on, and now people want to speak. Whether it's Cassie, whether it's Christian Keys, or whoever. So now it's the year where everybody want to come out and tell this stuff. But just like with Diddy, you don't hear nobody saying nothing because all these motherfuckers is down with it. They all down with it. Any of those niggas that you seen when they had the Rock Nation brunch going on, why you think you never see no fucking women, bro? The white party, Michael Rubin shit. Oh, what do you see? Niggas all with each other, right? No all over women or nothing. No, this is what's going on. But y'all be thinking because a nigga is not driving a fucking Maybach and they got on 100 goddamn gold chains that they fucking hating. And no, these niggas is getting fucked in their ass. I will refrain from saying that anymore. I will say they back pockets. I'm getting a little frustrated here. But my problem with the Christian Keys dude is this. I'm gonna play the video and you're gonna hear how many indecent proposals this man has been given, but for the sake of money and his career, he keep turning the motherfucker. Nigga smack him in the face with a penis, nigga turn his cheek. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fucking beating the nigga ass and smacking him in the face with the penis, nigga just turn his cheek. Oh, it didn't hit me in the mouth. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of walking away, instead of quitting, it's the same shit with Charlemagne, right? When he started at the Breakfast Club and he got the text from his boss to say, I can't wait to suck your penis. But he used the D word, right? I've seen this with my own eyes. Charlemagne know I'm not lying, right? But he stayed there. 14 years later, after us seeing that text come in that same fucking studio, us standing there, and he sees his eyes popped out his head, choke. I'm like, what's wrong? He like, I can't wait to suck your. Who did this? My boss. Right? So, just like Charlemagne, Christian Keys, you get these indecent proposals from these people, but then you start thinking about your life, the job. Where else you gonna go? Where else you gonna work? Damn, this is such a great opportunity. Oh, you get to be famous. Oh, you get to be in the room around these people. You get to be like, do I want to give that up because this nigga just slapped me in the face with a dick? I think I'll just turn my head, right? It ain't quitting. It ain't suing. It ain't pressing charges. Why? Because you want to stay in this. You want to stay in the position that you're in because of the perks and everything that comes around it. This is going to be the same thing that you're going to see with the R.J. Barnes guy too, right? A lot of fucked up shit is going on around Diddy, right? But when he first get around Diddy, it's wow. And then when the wow turns to, man, this shit is boring. Yo, I'm tired of hanging out. Yo, when this nigga ready to go, man? Yo, Puff, you ain't ready, man? Yo, like, and you the amazement, the hype, and all that shit. When that shit dies down and you hanging with this nigga every day now, and you done met everybody or seen every star that you can see. You done fucked every bad bitch you can fuck. And now you just realizing that, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm just a security guard. I'm not hanging out with my man. This is a job. I don't like this job. No, you don't like it no more. You don't like it no more. When you first got there, it was, oh shit, I'm hanging out with Mary J. Blige and this one and that one. Now it's, yo, nigga, come on, you ready? I'm fucking tired, nigga. I don't want to be around these girls. Yo, you ready? Yo, no, nigga, this is what you get paid for. Shut up. Stand over there and guard me, nigga. If I want to be in this motherfucker to 6 a.m., that's what you get paid for, dog. Or put in hours. Tell them you're only working from 9 to 5. Don't get a part of the lifestyle, and then when it get boring to you, now you don't want to do it no more. And then it was a fucking job from day one, bro. It was a job from day one. You just built a rapport and a friendship over the years from working for so close to the man. But you overlooked a lot of stuff because you was in Wild World. Wow. Private jets, yachts. I'm going to this country. I'm going to that country. Wow. Wow. Riding in the Maybach. Oh, the Bentley. Oh, the Phantom. Oh. Yo, my nigga, I don't want to be up for 3 days. Yo, we've been partying 3 days straight. You not tired? Same thing with Roger Barnes. And I'm going to get into that after the Christian Keys thing, right? Y'all turn your heads and sacrifice your integrity for the opportunity and the money, right? I'll give you another example. Damn, I got two examples. Rockefeller. I quit Rockefeller at the height of Rockefeller, right? I ain't get fired. You can ask anybody that was there. I quit. Why did I quit? Because Dame kept fucking not putting my name in the credits. Kept not giving me credit. Kept fucking giving the company credit for the stuff that I was doing or taking the credit and not putting my name in shit. And I showed y'all various examples of this. They still on the internet, right? I quit. I quit. I'm not like, even though I've never flown a commercial airline once in all the years I was at Rockefeller. Never. Never had to share a room with a nigga at a hotel anywhere in the world. Making $500 to $1,000 a day, depending on what. But it was worth me quitting because of the integrity of it, right? I could have stayed there and then I would have been a ghost producer or a ghost videographer or ghost director today had I not stood up for myself at Rockefeller. If I would have just kept letting Dame take all the credit. You see where the fuck he at today, right? Trying to do what the fuck I do. What you think he was taking all the credit for? So he can say that he did all this shit. This is why some people sued him for the same shit. But me, I quit. I'm not going to turn my head to shit that's making me uncomfortable, that I know that's not right. Same thing with BT. I told y'all that. Motherfuckers hit on me so much one day I put my hands on the motherfucker. And Choke, you can't do that. He the president. Motherfucker, I got this nigga hemmed up at the bar like this on his fucking tippy toes backwards, trying to flip him back over the bar. Nigga, I told you, stop fucking coming at me like that. I'm not Christian Keys. I'll beat your ass if you put your hands on me or cross a line. So for me, I'm sympathetic in some situations with these guys, but in other situations, I'm like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Because y'all turned your head at times when it benefited you. And that's not integrity. You can't get tired. Like Christian Keys, he talking about this shit been going on since 2005. Motherfucker, you talking about it today? And his situation, I feel like allegedly is low key extortion. I think the Christian Keys dude, I think he putting it out there like, yo, my nigga, I'm about to tell everybody you was trying to fuck me unless you give me some real money or you let whatever happen, whatever's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, that he getting shut down on. It's like, nigga, you're not going to shut me down because I got you. Yeah, nigga, you offered me $100,000 at my house to see me naked. That ain't enough, nigga. I want more now. Now, either you going to fucking tell, you going to give me more money, or I'm going to put your ass out there. I'm going to the priest and this, that, and other. Now, the Christian Keys story could just totally disappear. And he could be like, yo, you know, my family told me to chill. This, that. No, he got the bag. Now he got the bag. Allegedly, this could be that, right? Because to me, what the fuck are you waiting for, nigga? You tell me you dealt with this motherfucker for 15 years harassing you, and you get up here and you tell a fucking blind item? You don't want to say the nigga name? For what? Until he contact you and offer you more money? Fuck out of here. You ain't traumatized, nigga. You want some paper, allegedly. Fuck out of here. I've been dealing with this shit since that whole fucking gay movement era came in this shit. And shout out to everybody that is naturally gay. A lot of y'all motherfuckers caught the wave. Y'all caught that gay wave. Some of y'all turned gay and fucking jumped on the surfboard. It was just some of the niggas that was standing there that was already gay with their surfboard and we was waiting for the wave to come so they could be their fucking self. A lot of you motherfuckers, especially in the industry, y'all motherfuckers came and knocked them niggas right in the back of the head. Dink! Give me that motherfucking surfboard. Well, fuck it, that shit. Yo, all I gotta do is be gay and I can be famous. Ran and got jumped right on the wave. I'm gay for pay. I'm gay for pay. The motherfuckers is surfing, doing fucking tricks. Flume. Oh, I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. Motherfuckers just came out of everywhere when that whole movement came in. And that's why the people behind the scenes that live that lifestyle was able to take over the game and then start pushing that to the front. Like Lee Daniels. This motherfucker been a sick motherfucker since the day I met him. And Dane was investing in his movies. This is how I met this motherfucker. First movie was Shadow Boxer. Lee Daniels wrote this movie where Cuba Gooding Jr. played the hitman assassin that was raised by his adopted mother that turned around and started sleeping with his mother and then killed his mother while he had his penis in her. Having sex with her, killed her. I said, this nigga's sick. Had Cuban Gooding as a tranny in there, running around. Like, I'm like, yo, this dude is sick, bro, in the head. Like, who's thinking about this type of shit? Then he comes back with another movie called The Woodsman about a man being a pedophile, preying on kids. Who the fuck is sitting there wanting to direct a movie about a man sitting there fucking kids, bro? Now, I know that these movies need to be made, right, to create an awareness because this type of shit happens, right? But after Shadow Boxer and The Woodsman, this motherfucker does Precious, where a mother got her daughter eating her coochie. And on top of a whole bunch of other weird ass shit. Right? And then Hollywood turned around and made him a big star. He came with Empire. What was Empire about? A whole bunch of gay shit, right? So he's one of the people that was already there at the fucking beach with the surfboard waiting for the wave, and he caught it. After the fucking Empire, what he had, the other shit, the gay shit, right? Now, this is the nigga that Dame funded, and where did Dame go? Nowhere. Why? Because he ain't with the shits. Dame get this nigga money, and he go to Hollywood and become a fucking star with all these crazy ass, weird ass movies. And Dame can't go, he can't even put out a decent movie. Yeah, he did Precious. I just talked about that. Yeah, I'm talking about Lee Daniels. Yes, Dame invested in him. That's the dude that Dame ran down on. He owed him $2 million. I'm saying this ain't even about Lee Daniels. I'm just talking about the wave. He caught the gay wave. You know what I'm saying? And if Lee Daniels went to one of these executives' offices and they tried to sleep with him for him to get some money to fund a movie or this, that, and other, this nigga already gay. And they may not know it. It may be thinking they gonna turn him out or get something and he gonna fuck him. Because he's already gay, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people caught the wave. A lot of people, if you was a fucking producer, you was gay. If you was a motherfucking singer, you was gay. Motherfucking, a lot of these people caught the wave, right? Now, here I'm telling y'all, many of y'all follow my whole career, right? Y'all know I've been very successful, and y'all know I'm dope as fuck when it comes to producing, directing, writing, and shit, acting, anything. But why don't I get the big jobs, or why they ain't calling me? Why I ain't all over it? Because of this shit right here. Now, I'm going to play the Christian Keys thing, and like I said, I'm going to commentate as he go along, but the reason I don't respect his situation is because he went through it so long, and then you come out and you do this whole live for an hour, and you don't mention the person that you're accusing name, and you gonna do it, and you gonna wait, and that to me is a call for a nigga to, yo, drop the bag, or I'm dropping this fucking info on your ass. Allegedly, because there's no fucking reason to get up here and say all this shit and don't say who you talking about. I ain't the only motherfucker out here with some heart. God damn it. It should not, you should not have courage, have to have courage to be honest, to be truthful. Yeah, it's going to shut some doors. Yeah, you might not get as many jobs. Yeah, I might not, Tyler Perry ain't going to fucking call me. Because this person and that person and this person, they all tried it, they'd be like, he ain't with the shit. So for me, it worked out by the grace of God, because the game changed. Now you ain't got to fight to get in these buildings to do anything. And I thank God that my upbringing made me have integrity, because so many people have succumbed to them doors. So many of them. And I got friends now in the industry that I know they're part of the shit, but I ain't here to judge them. And I'll see them and I'll shake their hand, and I'll say what's up, and I'll take pictures, but I don't live their lifestyle. I don't hang out with them. I don't go to these secret parties with them. But we've been in the industry with each other for fucking 30 years. I'm not going to not say what's up to them. I'm not going to still be their friend, because they made a decision. They got to live with that shit. But I ain't got to be hanging with them. It's like they're your friends that you grew up with that sold drugs, and that still sell drugs, or in the streets robbing and stealing. Some of us evolve and we make our path, but we don't turn our back on our childhood friends. We may not hang with them. We may not talk to them every day, but when we see them, it's all love, respect. Yo, what up? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. But nigga, I'm not coming to sit on the bench with y'all niggas and drink 40s waiting for a drive-by to happen. I'm not going to be sitting here waiting for you fiends to come by and you make a sale and the fucking police come running up and one of y'all niggas packs is stashed behind one of these garbage cans or some bullshit, and I go to jail. No. But I'm still your friend. I'm still your friend, right? So I'm gonna start this Christian Keys thing. Like I said, I'm still under fair use here, and y'all see exactly what I mean right now.
Let me cut the TV down. It don't need to be this loud. What's going on, y'all? I want to talk to you about some stuff. And it's been on my heart, so I want to speak on it. All right. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, like, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody that's watching, it's not a presentation. If I see 11:11, I try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who y'all like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since 2005. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I got to protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them.
Now, let me explain something. For those who don't know, this is actor Christian Keys, right? I'm not here to point fingers, but I believe he's talking about Tyler Perry, right? When he says, when I'm working for them or with them, right? And this has been going on. Let me show you something real quick. Y'all know me, I'll go down the rabbit hole. All right, now look at this, right? Let me go back to that part he just said.
A pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I got to protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as Black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume. I'm good. If I can handle that or not. I can kill that. But I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything. And my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere.
See, and this is the shit. This is the shit that I don't respect about him. He wants to tell it, but his brother's like, nah, let's wait for the negotiation. Allegedly, he might want to give more money. Like, motherfucker, are you traumatized or what, bro? Are you trying to save the next person from this happening to, or what? Hold on. My bad, y'all. Right? Like he talking about his brother tell him to chill. Chill for what? What are you chilling for? To see if he come with a better offer, allegedly? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Right? All right, let me play some more. Hold on.
Hey, I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. You know I can kill that, but I'm not. I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, "Nah, not yet." I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves.
The constant reminder of the recordings is the pressure the person that he's talking about to do the right thing, allegedly, because they know that this is true. And if they think that he does have recordings of them, that they may play nice, right? Right? Right.
And the way that, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because if we're not doing that, they resent you. This is a conversation we're going to have and we're going to have soon.
Now, I agree with the resentment part because I see the effects of me not letting motherfuckers fuck on me. And everybody that's in that club, like the motherfuckers at BET that run it now, even though it may not be men, they all play in the same cesspool as the motherfucker when the nigga was running. It's just now the women probably are be getting the indecent proposals opposed to when it was the men before. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers stick together.
Because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, P, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who, I'm good. Somebody said you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5.
See, like I said, some of this shit could be traumatizing, right? Like, I'm not saying that the motherfucker didn't hit on him or whatever, right? Now let's just talk about the trauma part where he talking about at night, he's sleeping, he thinking about the shit. Like, for me, it's like my frustration comes from like, damn, my nigga, like I can't get no opportunities because I'm not gay. Because I won't let these the industry niggas, executives and niggas fuck on me so I can't get these opportunities. I can't get this job. I can't do this because I'm not gay. So that's the traumatic part for a person like me because it's like, you know, when you see so many other people give into that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm never going to question myself and be like, well, damn, should I have done it? Because I could be here or I could be there. No, I'm there with the motherfucking cards that's dealt. And I'm going to live in my comfort zone. I'm not going to want to be the nigga that fucking blow my brains out later because I made a decision that I knew that wasn't right and I can't live with it. As many have done in the past. So the traumatizing part of it is real because y'all see it here when I talk about it. I've been talking about it for how many years now, right? How many years have I been talking about it? This is the shit that I'm talking about. But you see the difference between me and him? I feel liberated. I'm not holding shit in. I didn't let my shit out. So whether y'all fucking believe me or not, I still told my truth. But the what's the fucking the redemption in this shit for me is now everything is coming out. Everything that I told y'all is fucking coming out publicly, right? Now the people that y'all heard about or y'all seen about that you idolize and all this other shit, now y'all starting to see it for yourselves. Thank God for the internet. Because they can't control shit like they've been controlling things up in these buildings. Even though they still controlling a little bit and censoring a lot of shit and clipping niggas and all that other stuff, but you can now see it for yourself. And some of y'all still so much big fans that you never gonna see shit because you that much of a fan and you are like the niggas in the street. Yo, that's my man. You know, if even when he wrong, he right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got that mentality of when it comes to these celebrities. Even when they wrong, they right. Why? Because you love them. You love their music, even though you never fucking met them. Right? Yeah.
Is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live. And I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time. I want to, and I know, P, I know you're on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm going to have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined because, again, scenic group. I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else. So he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him. And I had told him over and over. And he still always tried shit. Just tried shit.
Now, this is where I believe he's talking about Tyler Perry. This is where I believe he's talking about Tyler Perry. Now, he said earlier, I wasn't working with or for the person. And earlier, right? I wasn't working with, meaning, you know, he has the show, All the Queen's Men or whatever. He has that show that I think he created and is distributed through Tyler Perry, right? That's one, right? So he said I wasn't working with or for. Working with him would be with that show. Working for is when he was working on his show, right? So now he says, you know, in this part, at this time, he wasn't working with the person and he was coming to offer him a job because one of the leads in this show was going to work on another show and he needed a lead, right? Who the fuck is he else around? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you, right? All right. Now look, right here. If you look up Christian Keys, this is his resume on IMDb, right? The first movie that he did was Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's 2005. Later in this interview, he's going to say, I've been going through this since 2005. This is when he started, in 2005, right? This is a man. He was the man proposing in Diary of a Black Woman, right? His next film is Medea Goes to Jail, right? Then he's on Brothers and Sisters in 2007. And then Game Day was done in the dark in 2008. This is Tyler Perry's project, right? 2008, he done Moonlight. Then Same Sex Chronicles, Truly Breasts, Perfect Combination, Love Me or Leave Me, right? Love That Girl. Lord, all men can't be dogs. She's not our sister. The Perfect Man, the bachelor party, he's not mine. He's mine, not yours. Cheaper to keep her. She's still not our sister. Dysfunctional friends, right? All these projects, right? Saints and Sinners in 2021. Saints and Sinners 2016 to 2022. All the Queen's Men 2021 to 2023. All Rise. Something different. All right. So now that we got his you see how much he worked with Tyler Perry, right? Now let's go back and listen.
I have always kept him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into some nonsense, I've always kept something on me so I could protect myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitled, then they can also try to get in the way of your work. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But, oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100,000 a strip.
Once again, why I believe this is Tyler Perry, allegedly. This is all alleged because I wasn't there. But this is my theory. This is how I feel. This is what I believe according to the information. Now, if this dude, Christian Keys, is saying to us, the people, right? If he plays this person's voice, that we all will immediately know who it is just like that. Who else do we know that's on his IMDb, right? That he worked with, that we, the people, will recognize the voice. They got to be really, really popular for us to recognize their voice. For us to recognize that voice, that means that we have to heard interviews, seen them on TV and film. We would have to really know that they have to have had their voice out there a lot for him to assume that immediately as soon as we hear the person's voice, we gonna know him. If it's Medea, if it's Tyler Perry, we would know that person's voice immediately.
You'll know right away, and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph or 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of creating jobs and opportunities. But oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100,000 a strip. You'll know right away, and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph or 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This industry is something else. It's wonderful, and we get to chase our dreams, and we get to live other lives. I get to be a judge or an FBI agent. I get to be a girl dad. And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you. I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me $100,000 a strip. It's time. I really want to just clear the air because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. The industry can be wonderful. I'm grateful, be clear, that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get daps and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my shows, my productions, they getting daps and church hugs. That's it. Because this person showed me how not to be when I'm in charge and when I built something and when I created something. I hear you, Pernell. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna dial it back. You get on my nerves because I know you're right, but it's in my fucking bone marrow, and I'm tired of this person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on if you gonna have. Woo! We're gonna have a conversation, y'all, really soon. Really, really soon.
Yeah, son's he's a little bit touched by this situation because we can't have no conversation, y'all, unless we open up the panel and motherfuckers come talking. So this thing he's sitting here talking about, we gonna have a conversation real soon. He's a couple of beers short of a 6-pack right now in this conversation. Like, ain't no conversation, nigga. You on Instagram Live, brother.
Really soon. And I thank God that he made me the way that I am, because I know he sat back and watched, like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you going to acquiesce and take this movie that's gonna make 60, 70, $80 million? Are you gonna take this picture? Are you gonna go to that late night audition, that late night table read? No, you ain't built me like that. I'm been beat, shot at, stomped out more than most of the people that are here on this live put together. P, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna air it out, but I'm so fucking close because I'm tired. I'm tired. And it needs to be told. And the bad part is I'm gonna be painted as the villain when I was the one that was sexually harassed for years, bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years.
For all y'all that's saying that he's not talking about Tyler Perry, I want to know who has he worked with for years, that is black and that's a fucking billionaire. I don't even think he got to that part yet for y'all to hear that. He says this person is black and a billionaire. How many black billionaires that we know in TV and film that he worked with for years and years?
P, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna air it out, but I'm so fucking close because I'm tired. I'm tired. And it needs to be told. And the bad part is I'm gonna be painted as the villain when I was the one that was sexually harassed for years, bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years. And I'm gonna be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person. And then if a person tells you over and over, first of all, in general, you have no right to touch anybody. None. Now, that's why I'm careful. Like when I do my shows and everything, you know, it's church hugs. I put the veils on and I kiss people on the hair up here. Nothing sexual, nothing weird, nothing crazy. And I'm trusting that, you know, the fans will receive that out of a place of love and connection. But you are not allowed to touch somebody without their permission. Not allowed to try to touch them in a sexual or private place without their permission. And if they've already declared, like, hey, bruh, I get that that's your thing, but I like black women and Hennessy. And so miss me with the bullshit, because I'm never going to be open to that. I'm never going to swing at that pitch. Like I'm batting for this team over here. God made ovaries and fallopian tubes and vagina, labia majora, labia minora, uterus. It's just wonderful over here. So I'm going to stay over here, like, chill. And then this person still tries to grab you, physically grab you. Cassie speaking out has reminded me about not just me, because it was brutal going through it, because it lasted for years. But her speaking out, people need to know. And the funny thing is, predators like that, they resent the prey that got away. They resent the prey that got away. The prey that didn't fold, the prey that didn't acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah. That was around the time that I was considering going back to Michigan, 08, 09, because work was slow and the work that was coming was offered with. They resent the prey that got away, the prey that didn't fold, the prey that didn't acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah. That was around the time that I was considering going back to Michigan, 08, 09, because work was slow, and the work that was coming was offered with a side of penis.
So he said in 2008 and 9, it got slow, right? So 2006, he did Medea Goes to Jail. 2007, Brothers and Sisters. All right, 2008 is he did the Tyler Perry joint right here. Was Done in the Dark, Moonlight, Zane Sex, and then after that, who shit is this? Truly Blessed. That's not a Tyler Perry joint. Moonlight, Zane Sex Chronicles. Oh, it looked like Tyler Perry cut his ass off. So when he come back to Tyler Perry, what's this? Nope, that's not a Tyler Perry. Love That Girl, ain't that Tyler Perry? I Love That Girl was a Tyler Perry joint. Guess not. He was cut off for a minute. All right. So Tyler Perry started working with him after 2008, right? Now there's also this guy Robert Smith, right? Robert Smith is also a billionaire that I believe that was also working with Tyler Perry. Yeah, it's this guy Robert Smith. He also was working with Tyler Perry, and Christian Keys worked with him as well, and he's also a billionaire.
Yeah, that don't do nothing for me. I'm bad for acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah. That was around the time that I was considering going back to Michigan, 08, 09, because work was slow and the work that was coming was offered with a side of penis. And yeah, that don't do nothing for me. I'm batting for your team. So, yeah, at some point soon, I've spoken with my attorney trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's never been about money. I literally intentionally let the statute of limitations pass. It's not about money or being able to sue. But at some point, really soon, the police report is going to be filed, and I'll turn over the recordings of the inappropriate behaviors and the inappropriate offers, and I'll turn over the paperwork for the car that was bought as an apology for offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. And y'all can hear him. His voice is very distinctive, and I want to empty.
See, he said, yeah, his voice, y'all can hear him. Like, we don't know Robert Smith's voice. At least I don't. I don't even know who the fuck Robert Smith is prior to researching this story. So I wouldn't recognize Robert Smith's voice. But I would recognize Tyler Smith's voice. The world wouldn't recognize Robert Smith's voice. But the world will recognize Tyler Perry's voice.
Tired of carrying this shit. There's a reason now why I fight more than ever when somebody wrongs me, and why I almost too aggressively speak up is because I wasn't brave enough to then, and I regret not being able to be strong enough, and I resent that part of me that wasn't strong enough to speak up about it. It's taking everything in me not to air out everything and put all the recordings online, put all the paperwork and the PDFs online. There's no reason that this person's company would be on the bill of sale for a vehicle unless it's right after the time-stamped recording of him offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't have to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Like, you know, I'm not into that. I don't fuck around like that. I don't do that. What the fuck? What? Leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out. I thought you were my brother and my friend. And this definitely has nothing to do with my brother who's in here. Be clear. I thought this person was a brother type figure, a mentor type figure. But for you to continuously throw these opportunities, you know good and damn well all it ever was you pretending to be a mentor trying to get some ass. That'll never happen. I don't bat for that team.
Now, do you think that Robert Smith is mentoring him into investing? Or do you think that Tyler Perry is mentoring him into being a producer and director and actor? Because the Robert Smith dude, he's not an actor. He's not a producer. He's not a director. And he does not have a voice that the world will recognize.
Yeah, but I gotta get off of here and talk to my brother because I'm so fucking close to just airing everything out. I'm just dumping everything online in the morning. I'm tired, man. I'm not forgiving myself. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't brave enough back then because somebody said forgive yourself. KG, it's heavy on my heart, man, and I'm tired. And we around here deifying people that go out and do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay off this, and I'm gonna pay off that, and I'm gonna pay off that. But at the same time, these same people are predators. I'm not blaming myself for saying no. I'm not blaming myself for almost quitting acting. I'm just mad at me for not being brave enough to say something sooner. That's the only thing that I regret. I wish I'd have been brave enough. I'm him now. I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are going to be like, man. And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect. It's going to have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But yeah, you get a grown ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I'm after a big party. Won't say what type, won't say where. I'm sleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like, what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face. Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times. That inner grizzly bear is always available, but in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? And wanted it. But you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3,000 in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3,000. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. Got to make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent, and that's a little bit for the gas tank, and the rest of it, I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs and mustard, and I can get by. Work was slow, and a lot of the work that was coming it had penis attached to it. I'm like, fuck that, man. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do. I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person because I got a big
Now listen to me here, y'all. I don't condone violence of any sort, right? At all. But I told you, motherfucker, they tried me, I put my hands on nigga for just even trying me, right? Just for even trying me, right? And once again, I'm not condoning no violence. But you telling me this man is sitting up here telling this story today. After all the harassment he done went through with this man, right? This billionaire. Now this motherfucker invites you to his house after a party and comes and climbs in the fucking bed with you. And I'm pretty much sure he was naked. And you just, what the fuck? And then after he gets in the bed with you and you try to leave, he grabs your package. And you, what the fuck? And you didn't call the police. You didn't beat his ass because he was a billionaire and you had $3,000 in your fucking pocket. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? A motherfucker would turn their head and let the dick hit him in the face. Oh, it didn't touch my lips, though. You sitting there telling me this man got in the bed with you and then try to grab your nuts or whatever several times. And you didn't go to the police and you didn't beat his ass because you had $3,000 and he's a billionaire and you need to continue working. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. You's a fucking coward, nigga. You is a whole fucking coward, nigga. You did it for the fucking money. So what? You only had $3,000.
Big heart. Mother had a big heart. And her grizzly bear is always available, but in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And wanted it. But you got a guy that's a billionaire and you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you do? I'm not blaming myself for almost quitting acting. I'm just mad at me for not being brave enough to say something sooner. That's the only thing that I regret. I wish I'd have been brave enough. I'm him now. I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are going to be like, man. And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect. It's going to have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But yeah, you get a grown ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I'm after. It's gonna have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work.
Now y'all tell me that ain't Tyler Perry? Y'all telling me that ain't Tyler Perry? What work would it interfere with Robert Smith? What business do they have going on right now? But him and Tyler Perry got the Queens All Men show, right? And if he come out and he say Tyler Perry, right, it's going to fuck up the show, right? And it's going to fuck up people money, right? So why don't y'all think it's Tyler Perry talking about? What business do he got with Robert Smith that is going to stop other people from working? Come on, man. Y'all, like, don't play with me when it comes to this shit.
Now, I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are going to be like, man. And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect. It's going to have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But yeah, you get a grown-ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I'm after a big party. Won't say what type, won't say where. I'm sleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like, what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck you...
I promise y'all, I have compassion. I'm very sympathetic to this man's situation. I promise you, y'all. But I promise you, y'all, if a nigga climbed in my bed and I spaz out and I get up and I say I'm leaving and he apologizes, I'm not shaking his fucking hand. You shook his hand after he just did that? Why do you think he go in and grabbed your nuts after you shook his hand? What the fuck are you shaking his hand after a man climbed into bed with you? You think if a man climbed into bed with a woman that he don't know or he not dating and try to get and have sex with her, she gonna jump out the bed and shake his hand and say, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't want to have sex tonight. Let me go home. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm trying to be as compassionate as I can. I got sympathy for you, but come on, bro.
It's gonna have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But yeah, you get a grown-ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I'm after a big party. Won't say what type, won't say where. I'm sleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like, what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face. Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times. That inner grizzly bear is always available, but in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? And wanted it. But you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3 grand in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3 grand. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. You know, got to make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent, and that's a little bit for the gas tank, and the rest of it I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs and mustard, and you know I can get by. Work was slow, and a lot of the work that was coming was it had penis attached to it. I'm like, fuck that, man. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do. I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person because I had a big heart. Mother had a big heart. Mother's heart was just big as Flint, Michigan. She was like a little yellow boy. You finna come and you gonna be a part of my family. And I always try to think about things, you know, and not lash out, even though I wanted to, even though I want to. I'm mad at me for not hitting him. I'm mad at me for not speaking up and saying something. Because between that year and now, how many young Black actors have fell for that? How many of them, and you can hear him say it on you can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has several guys, multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home. So they pop in, they grab their ankles, they do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I'm not finna fucking do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that bad. I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror. There's a trauma that comes with being bullied and intimidated and sexually harassed like that. And the bad part is when the truth comes out, a lot of y'all in here gonna be like, man, I don't believe it. And you can watch me on whatever news station. I'll take polygraphs live on TV. You can hear the recordings yourself. Person has a very distinctive voice when they offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off. Person has a very distinctive voice when they literally sexually assault me and try to grab my private parts and I'm blocking their hand like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, my bad, and tries to do it again. Some of these people are y'all heroes. Some of these people y'all have deified and set up on a stool or on a stoop. It's taking everything in me not to say. But I promise you this. I will promise you this. As an executive on the show, I'm grateful for this person for showing me how not to be. When you're the boss, how not to be. You don't sexually harass your employees. You don't pressure them, bully them, try to intimidate them into what you want. I am grateful for that lesson. I'm glad that God sat back, because not only was he watching to see if I was the person that he thought he had made, but he was letting me see who I am. And I'm grateful for it, because it let me know, and that gave me a lot of my bravery. I thank God that he just sat back and watched. It's going to be a conversation really soon. And it won't be a conversation or accusations. Again, I let the statute of limitations run out. It's never been about money. My concern is that this person is still doing it, still a predator. And it's not okay. And I wish I was brave enough to speak up back then. I was worried that he would get in the way and try to interfere with my work and try to blackball me, because he couldn't ball me. Pun intended. It's going to be a conversation had real soon.
Like I said, y'all, I'm sympathetic to some of this shit, right? Rand Dub, good looking for the cash. I appreciate you, bro. I just, like I said, I'm sympathetic because I know what it feels like to be hit on by a man and shit. The shit is worse than fucking aggressive ass woman, right? It's a whole different feeling. But the part I just can't, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different because of my upbringing, but I don't give a fuck, my nigga. I will struggle before I sit there and be uncomfortable in a job position with a motherfucker like in that type of position. You know what I'm saying? And he still get up here and get all these innuendos on the who it is and still won't say nothing because his family's hearing him tell him to chill because they want to still go and hang out at the fucking parties and be in the circle allegedly. It ain't no chill to this type of shit. Because if a man was doing this to his fucking daughter, where he be telling his daughter, chill, overlook it. Don't worry about the nigga that climbed in your bed. He's a billionaire.
The beauty of non-disclosure agreements is that even if you do sign them, you can't speak about certain things, but confidentiality agreements don't, after speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting sexual harassment and giving them your receipts, giving them your recordings, giving them your PDFs. And they don't prevent you from reporting felonies. Sexual harassment is a felony. If you tell a person, if you tell a whole grown man, like, hey, I ain't into dudes, yeah, y'all shut the fuck up. You tell a grown man, I'm not into guys, and he tries to grab your private parts, not once but twice, after trying to climb into bed with you. That is the legal definition of sexual assault. So, yeah. And no, I didn't see that documentary.
That right there is super telling that he's talking about Tyler Perry. Because Tyler Perry documentary just came out, right? So when he's seeing in the comments, you know people was typing Tyler Perry, because he works with Tyler Perry. People's typing Tyler Perry in the motherfucking comments, and he's not saying it's not Tyler Perry. Somebody typed in, yo, did you see Tyler Perry's documentary? No, I ain't see that documentary. Whoa, bro. That's a nigga you work with right now. Why wouldn't you see it? Why wouldn't you promote it? Why would you respond that way? If you ain't got no problems with Tyler Perry. Nah, I ain't see that documentary. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry's the only motherfucker that came out with a recent documentary outside of Choke No Joke with the Hip Hop Nucleus. Y'all go get that right now. It's also on Amazon Prime.
After speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting sexual harassment and giving them your receipts, giving them your recordings, giving them your PDFs. And they don't prevent you from reporting felonies. Sexual harassment is a felony. If you tell a person, if you tell a whole grown man, like, hey, I ain't into dudes, yeah, y'all shut the fuck up. You tell a grown man, I'm not into guys, and he tries to grab your private parts, not once but twice, after trying to climb into bed with you. That is the legal definition of sexual assault. So, yeah. And no, I didn't see that documentary. Yeah, NDA and confidentiality agreement do not cover crimes, and they don't prevent you from taking all your evidence to the police, and then there's a public record. So at some point really soon, this conversation is gonna have to happen because it's fucking with me. It's bothering me. And it needs to happen. Y'all gonna be disappointed in who it is because y'all been fooled for years. But it's gonna have to happen.
Question. Would we be disappointed if it was Robert Smith? Or would we be disappointed if it was Tyler Perry? Ask yourself that question. Because clearly whoever he's talking about is a public figure. Because why the fuck would we know their voice? And why would we be disappointed?
So, yeah, exactly. You said it. No means no. If I got multiple friends in the industry that are LGBTQ+. I've had drinks with a castmate and his boyfriend. I don't give a fuck who they sleeping with. I don't give a flying fuck at a Rolling Donut who these people are sleeping with. How do you treat me as a human being? That's what matters to me. That'll be the only thing that affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do, yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More.
Now he said he'd been carrying this a decade and a half. More, right? A decade and a half would be what? 15 years, right? His first job with Tyler Perry is in 2005, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. 2005, add 10 years to that. That's 2015, right? Add 5 years to that. That's 2020, right? And he said a little more than that. 3 years. Where has he worked with Robert Smith for that long? And would we recognize Robert Smith's voice if we heard it? Would we be disappointed in Robert Smith if it was Robert Smith? How many of y'all in this fucking chat right now know who Robert Smith is? I don't know who the fuck Robert Smith is until I just Googled him. And I still don't know who he is. But I do know who Tyler Perry is, and I do know Tyler Perry's voice, and I do know that he worked with Tyler Perry for the last decade and a half plus.
Affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do, yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front, so that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever.
Mrs. A. Smith, since you know who Robert Smith is, since you heard his voice, can you tell us how long has Christian Keys been working with Robert Smith? And can you please type in how many projects they have worked together? Please give us the time period that they worked together and tell us what projects they worked together on. Since you know who Robert Smith is and you know his voice, please tell us, to help me out here, how many times has Christian Keys worked with Robert Smith and how many years have they been working in what capacity? Thank you, sister.
And fuck at a Rolling Donut who these people are sleeping with. How do you treat me as a human being? That's what matters to me. That'll be the only thing that affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do, yeah, we not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front, so that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about.
What kind of work are people going to be worried about with Robert Smith in Christian Key's world? That's connected to Christian Keys. That's Christian Keys. That's an actor or producer or whatever, right? What people would be worried that is connected or do business or is on the show with Christian Keys that could be fired by Robert Smith or be worried about Robert Smith? Or would they be worried about Tyler Perry more than Robert Smith?
Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front, so that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are gonna be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They won't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault or any of that. They're gonna be able to show up and work and create amazing and great stuff without that. I was on a show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, "Ooh, okay, I see that print." And I checked her. I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay. I'll do that shit. I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand. I was like, "Stop. That shit ain't funny." We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cups my equipment, and was like, "Oh, you got some girth." When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in a motherfucking mouth. If I behave,
Nigga, I don't believe you. A nigga climbed in your fucking bed with you and grabbed your dick and you didn't punch him in the mouth. So don't sit here and tell us that this woman grabbed you. If she was a man, you would have punched her in the mouth. Because a nigga climbed in the bed with you, you ain't do shit. Stop the bullshit, brother. Stop the bullshit. And you're not saying names, so I don't respect it.
Or whatever. It's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are gonna be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They won't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied.
Now, how many of y'all gonna tell me Robert Smith can make any TV show, any movie he want? Just he got the money to do it, but do he got the talent to do it? Tyler Perry got the talent and the money and the know-how to do it. Who is he talking about?
But what we not gonna do, yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front. So that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are gonna be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They won't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault or any of that. They're gonna be able to show up and work and create amazing and great stuff without that. I was on a show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, "Ooh, okay, I see that print." And I checked her. I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay. I'll do that shit. I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand. I was like, "Stop. That shit ain't funny." We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cups my equipment, and was like, "Oh, you got some girth." When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in a motherfucking mouth. If I behaved like this woman, this particular actress had done, in that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled, and I would never fucking work again. You don't get to walk past somebody and be like, "Oh, that's nice," and pat them on their fucking private. What I get to call my job is a blessing, and I love it, and I'm grateful to God about it. Nah, that absolutely wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Please don't do that. That's my heart. I love her to the moon and back. She's a consummate professional. It was another it was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit.
Now, here again, all in the comments, niggas are saying Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry. All in his comments. Robert Smith, right? Somebody accused Cheryl Pepsi Riley. If you don't know who she is, she's an R&B singer and actress. You know, go look up. She got a couple of hit records, right? When they bring up, they say, "Oh, Cheryl Pepsi Riley," like she's the one that grabbed the jump. Oh no, it wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Don't do that. Don't say her. But everybody's saying Tyler Perry, and you don't say, "Oh no, it's not Tyler Perry." But you exclude Cheryl Pepsi Riley, but you won't exclude Tyler Perry from this long ass blind item. Come on, bro, stop.
Nah, that absolutely wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Please don't do that. That's my heart. I love her to the moon and back. She's a consummate professional. It was another it was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. Now, had I said something and she was higher than me on the call sheet, they would have just wrote me out. I'd have died. I told you, Miguel. They'd have wrote my character out and killed them off or whatever. And you're like, okay, boom, this is a series regular. I'm 1, 2, 3 on the call sheet. But that's not okay. It's not okay. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dressing room while we on set. Because it's bullshit out there. And it's people that don't appreciate and aren't there to honor the opportunity that we have. They're just doing whatever they want to, whatever they feel entitled to. Imagine a man walking past a woman tapping, saying, "I see that print poking through. I'm going to jail that very day." But she can do it and continue to work in this industry. And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's going to get swept under the rug because they had already told me, just Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. While I'm asking about certain things in the scene so I can make it make sense to me intellectually, just stand there and be pretty. So, of course, I can't trust. P, give me a minute. Chill out. I'm venting. Of course, I can't trust them. Stand there and be pretty. That's that bullshit that men told women for decades. So why the entire fuck is that okay for you to say that to me when I'm asking you the history of a particular scene so I can make it make sense to me honestly here, so that way when the words exit my spirit, it's honest. A few people calling me right now because they're probably seeing this and they're wondering if I'm actually going to tip the can over, and I want to. I fucking want to so bad. Because I'm tired of carrying it. I'm tired of carrying and having to deal with the bully and the harassment. Years. Not 1, not 2, not 3, more. Years of sexual harassment and attempted sexual assault. And I want to air that shit out so bad. I'm having a night, clearly.
Y'all motherfuckers better put some respect on my name. Y'all be talking, oh, I be exposing shit. Telling the truth. You see the difference between telling the truth and motherfuckers sitting there letting motherfuckers do them wrong just so they can make a fucking dollar or be in the circle or be famous? Y'all better put some fucking respect on my name, motherfuckers. All the motherfucking struggles and hard times I went through and shit because I stood on the truth. And these motherfuckers sit here and keep talking about, oh, they turned their head because they have fucking bills. Fuck y'all niggas.
Pretty boys deserve the same respect as the block button. Go fuck yourself. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 48. I'm not a pretty boy. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, some people can hear me. Can you? Good. Yeah, it's not, yeah. And if you know me, then you know I'm a grown man. Don't call me pretty boy. That's some bullshit. So, yeah, I needed to vent and get some of this out of my system because there's a vitriol that you carry when you deal with this. And there's a trauma that comes with it because you never know. Like, okay, is this meeting legit? Or is this some bullshit? Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I pay good money on this, good money. I'm running it down like you can invest in this, that, and the other. So as my manager leaves, he moves into a conference room, and I'm like, okay, it's a conference room. Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. It's a number 2. Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date. Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of all the Queen's Men. The books I've already sold, the 6 or 8 books I'm about to release, all of that. He would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And yeah, he came back in, grabbed a strawberry, sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation, I'm gone. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now, this particular guy is out here paying tuition for entire classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit. Want to air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this bullshit with me. I'm tired. There are wolves in the hen house. And yeah, it's disappointing because you're like, okay, well, I want to learn from this person. or I want to learn from this person, or maybe partner with this person over here because he's investing in black companies, not knowing that he's a predator. And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all. It's got to come out at some point. So
So now he just added another person to this, because he says this particular person. So that means this is a different person. So this person is the person that gave money to the HBCUs. This ain't the person in the acting entertainment, because he said this other person, if you paid attention. So it's two people. And if it's two black billionaires, maybe it's Robert Smith and Tyler Perry. Robert Smith might have been the one that tried to get a nigga some strawberries, allegedly, and some champagne. Because it sounded like Robert Smith, I'm going to say allegedly, because I wasn't there, allegedly he's talking about Robert Smith in this part, because this Robert Smith is the investor, and he just came with the investment package with his manager for him to invest, and he probably would have had a part of Kings, all the Queens men, and his books if he would have invested in him. Robert does the investment. Tyler Perry is the one that's doing that, the movies and the acting and all that other shit, right? Let's see. This is all alleged. Watch. Listen to what he say.
are you sure means I'm not him and this ain't that. And silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fuck. Can you hear me now? And if you know me, then you know I'm a grown man. Don't call me pretty boy. That's some bullshit. So yeah, I needed to vent and get some of this out of my system, because there's a vitriol that you carry when you deal with this. And there's a trauma that comes with it because you never know. Like, okay, is this meeting legit? Or is this some bullshit? Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I paid good money on this, good money. I'm running it down like you can invest in this, that, and the other. So my manager leaves, he moves into a conference room. And I'm like, okay, it's a conference room. Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. Is it number 2? Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date. Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of all the Queens Men. The books I've already sold, the 6 or 8 books I'm about to release, all of that. He would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And yeah, he came back in, grabbed a strawberry, sat down. I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation. I'm gone. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now, this particular guy is out here paying tuition for entire classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit. Want to air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this bullshit with me. I'm tired. There are wolves in the hen house. And yeah, it's disappointing because you're like, okay, well, I want to learn from this person, or I want to learn from this person, or maybe partner with this person over here because he's investing in black companies, not knowing that he's a predator. And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all.
Bam. Just like I said, allegedly Tyler Perry and Robert Smith. This person over here supposed to be your mentor in acting, producing, directing, allegedly. And this person over here is an investor. You looking for them to invest in this shit, and then you saying they both predators and they both billionaires. There's not too many black billionaires out here. You just gave up the keyword investment for Robert Smith, and you gave up the keyword your mentor for what you do is producing and acting. So you can sit here and play this game with us and try to low-key, allegedly make them niggas dig in their pocket to shut you up. Because if it wasn't that, you would have named them motherfuckers already. Period.
Are you sure means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now, this particular guy is out here paying tuition for entire classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit. Want to air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this bullshit with me. I'm tired. There are wolves in the hen house. And yeah, it's disappointing because you're like, okay, well, I want to learn from this person, or I want to learn from this person, or maybe partner with this person over here because he's investing in black companies, not knowing that he's a predator. And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all. It's got to come out at some point. So, just, yeah, you carry shit and it gets heavy. I'm gonna call my brother back. I'm so fucking close to tipping a glass over and just letting the marbles roll wherever they go because I'm tired of carrying it. And it would be easier to just file that police report, name that person for attempted sexual assault, name that person for sexual harassment for years, turn over the evidence, and then let the world hear him offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off.
Once again, it's two people. Watch what he say. He describes two different people.
And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all. It's got to come out at some point. So, just, yeah, you carry shit and it gets heavy. I'm gonna call my brother back. I'm so fucking close to tipping a glass over and just letting the marbles roll wherever they go because I'm tired of carrying it. And it would be easier to just file that police report, name that person for attempted sexual assault, name that person for sexual harassment for years, turn over the evidence, and then let the world hear him offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off. Thank God he made me the way I am. And I could say, no, I was broke as fuck. But I tell you, I would have loved that $100 grand. I wasn't finna sell my soul. Wow. Warriors. You talking about the basketball game? Let me go ahead and get you this block button. You can fight with that, Warrior. I'm going to log off before I spill this shit, man, and fuck up y'all year. Fuck up 2024. Because if you think that Diddy shit was crazy, you don't even know. I'm going to get up on out of here. But this conversation is going to happen.
He's going to ruin our year by telling his truth. Like if he come out and say, oh, allegedly Tyler Perry did this or Robert Smith did this, it's going to ruin our year. Really, nigga? That shit going to be in the news for a week, 2 weeks the most. Nobody's going to care. So if you was really traumatized, and you may be, all these any windows, all this blind item shit, this, that, and the other, you would be telling it, brother. You would be telling it. You would be telling it. This, to me, feels like a low-key, allegedly extortion plot. Y'all niggas better give me the bag or I'm letting this shit out and I'm going to the police. Now you got to tell it. Because if you never tell it, we know you took the bag, brother.
Head down there. I've already been down to I stopped in the parking lot once, and the other time I made it into the lobby of the police station to file it. I had my computer with me and all the recordings. Like I said, when the sexual harassment started, I carried a keychain. I carried multiple pens. Sometimes they only lasted 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes you had to put like a AAA battery in them. But you can hear these offers from the person who made the offer. And I suggest that too. That's why I'm cautious too when people email my manager or my booking agent or whoever, like, hey, I want Christian to be my mentor. I'm afraid to mentor anybody. On set, if we're working on a project together or you're working on a project I created, ask me what you want to ask me. But individually, separately, I'm afraid because of the bullshit that I had to deal with. And you got these predators still running around, still fucking over people, still screwing people over. And at some point soon, I'm gonna air this shit out. You just gotta ask yourself, are you ready? Because y'all deified some of these people. Y'all made them almost. I said what I have with recordings. You just said, don't say what you have with. I have all of it layered and stacked and proof. You're allowed to record yourself when you feel unsafe. I have all of it. I have all of the inappropriate moments and offers and bullshit. I'm not sorry. Don't say that. I'm with the shit. I'm tired of carrying it. I saw what they did to Terry Crews when he didn't say anything. And yeah, like that doesn't make it comfortable for you to be like, man, I really want to tell the truth about this because I'm sure this person is still out here doing the same thing. And if not, what has he done over the last 15 years? Excuse me, I usually sneeze. Sorry, I have allergies. I usually sneeze twice. What has this person done over the years with other people? When he's on recording talking about how he's got multiple guys on payroll for 6 figures a year to pop up and hold their ankles. This conversation is going to have to happen. And the drop off at the police station is going to have to happen. And y'all going to be disappointed. And that's the bad part. Because a lot of y'all going to be like, man, no, not him. Yeah, him. And I can be on the news taking a polygraph, which I will, gladly. And I'll pass every one. And some of y'all still won't believe it. Stop deifying these entertainers. We just human. But some
Brother, you ain't got to take a polygraph if you got the evidence. What's the purpose of the polygraph if you got evidence? If you got the proof and recordings of them saying this, you don't need to take a polygraph, so you can stop saying that. You could just present the evidence. You said you went to the precinct several times. One time you went to the parking lot. The other time you actually walked in and you still didn't do it. And now you get on here on YouTube and you still pump faking. Yo, my man, take this shot or get off the fucking court. Because there's niggas like me that is traumatized by that bullshit in the industry. Motherfuckers blocking you and shit because they can't fuck you for real. And been out here telling that shit for real. And wasn't smart enough to record these motherfuckers. So you tell me you got these recordings and you got this evidence and you still up on the motherfucking, still doing the motherfucking pump fake. Nigga, take the shot already. The fucking 24-second clock expired, nigga. You still going like this. The motherfucking 24-second clock expired already. Nigga, you about to get a check. Like I said, I'm sympathetic because I'm from that world like you, nigga. But don't sit here and blind item us for a whole fucking hour and all this shit for years, and you pump faking going to the precinct and all this shit, man. Man, get the fuck out of here. This is why motherfuckers, this shit is still happening to niggas. Because motherfuckers like you ain't scared to speak up. Nigga drop a bag on y'all and y'all get shit. Y'all shut the fuck up. But I'm the bad guy out here.
of us a little more human than others. And some of us actually give a fuck about the people that we work with, the people that we affect, the people that we have an opportunity to create an opportunity for. I love the fact that God let me create a show and there's 150 or 200 people working every single season. That lets me know I'm in my purpose. I don't love the fact that he sat back and let me go through that mess. But I appreciate the fact that he built me strong enough to pass on those opportunities to sell my soul or a body part. Take the scenic route. Take the long way around. I'm gonna have to air these recordings and this information out soon because I'm tired of carrying it, man. It's heavy. And I just want to create great shit and great opportunities. And I want beautiful people, women and men, to be able to show up on set and not feel like they got to do something to earn their spot. You're talented and you work hard. You already earned your spot. What I learned from the bullshit was walk away from anything that doesn't serve you or anything that's going to cost me my spirit and my soul. And it's not easy, but it's possible. It's doable. It's possible. Walk away. Godfrey, I appreciate you, brother, man. Most people who know me don't even know most of this shit. It's like 5 people on earth know this stuff that I dealt with. I told my mother, my grandmother, I told my oldest brother who's in here somewhere he's trying to make sure I don't jump off the side of the mountain and tell everything. I want to so fucking bad because I'm tired of carrying it. No, this too shall not pass. This person has done this for person after person after person. This too shall not pass. It needs to be addressed. So, yeah, this conversation is going to happen. It's going to happen soon. I'm just trying to figure out when. But it needs to happen. Like I said, you don't have to believe me. You can hear this person in his very distinctive voice. Once the sexual harassment starts, I have kept one of these on me. It's a recorder. I've kept one of them on me for 18 years. So, it's time. I'm tired. I'm tired of carrying that around. It feels like an additional
18 years date back to Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I'm just saying.
like 2 additional 45-pound plates that I don't need to carry. I'm tired. So, I'm gonna call my brother, ease his mind, because I know he's worried I'm about to air it out over here. I was thinking and my spirit was uneasy, and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Yeah. Some of your heroes, some of your very heroes are taking advantage of people. And I'm grateful to learn that lesson, because that way when I'm in a space to where I'm the boss and I'm making decisions and I'm an executive producer now on my show, I can go around and make sure that everybody gets a handshake, a dap, a fist bump, or a church hug, but nobody feels like I felt. I can make sure of that. And it's please and thank you. Yes, please. And thank you. All that, everybody gets treated like the CEO, being treated like somebody's goal of a piece of ass. Somebody pretending to be your friend, pretending to be a mentor or an older brother figure, when ultimately their goal was just some ass. That shows you how not to be when you're in charge. So I'm grateful for those lessons learned. We're gonna continue this conversation, and we're gonna continue it soon. I'm tired of carrying this. And I know there's others. I feel bad for those dudes that actually said yes. I hit you, Miguel. I hit you after I hit my brother. I feel bad for them because they fell for the pressure. They fell for the opportunity. They're somewhere, working a low-end job, and somebody comes in with this money and they're like, okay, well, maybe just this once. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them that are going to come out. But I'm glad I didn't sell my soul or my ass. I deserve to be here. I earned it. I wrote it. I showed up on these shows and was professional and punctual and prepared and treated everybody there like the CEO. Yes, please. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything. Because I'm not as a facade. I'm grateful to be here. I love what I do. But when they poison the well with this bullshit, man. one of the biggest reasons I never wanted to say anything is because I didn't want to be the person that broke your heart. I didn't want to be the person that said that your hero, such and such, sexually harassed me for years and tried to sexually assault me. Tried. We're going to continue this conversation at some point soon. It's got to happen. So, but it's traumatic when you deal with that bullshit for years. Years of that bullshit. Years of pressure. Years of intimidation. Years of sideways comments and insults.
I let it run too much, but did y'all hear the part where he said, I wrote it? He's talking about all the Queen's men. He said, I wrote it. I came to work every day. I was the executive. I gave everybody He's talking about all the Queen's men. Something happened with that show. They probably can ready to take that shit from him and kick his ass off like they do with everybody else. You create a show, they steal the shit, take it from you, and that's it. It's over. But if you pay attention, that's what he said. I wrote it.
To be here, I love what I do. But when they poison the well with this bullshit, man, I feel bad for them because they fell for the pressure. They fell for the opportunity. They're somewhere, working a low-end job, and somebody comes in with this money, and they're like, okay, well, maybe just this once. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them that are going to come out. But I'm glad I didn't sell my soul or my ass. I deserve to be here. I earned it. I wrote it. I showed up on these shows and was professional and punctual and job, and somebody comes in with this money and they're like, okay, well, maybe just this once. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them that are going to come out. But I'm glad I didn't sell my soul or my ass.
Here you go, right here.
I deserve to be here. I earned it. I wrote it. I showed up on these shows and was professional and punctual and prepared and treated everybody there like the CEO. Yes, please. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything. Because I'm not as a facade. I'm grateful to be here. I love what I do. But when they poison the well with this bullshit, man, one of the biggest reasons I never wanted to say anything is because I didn't want to be the person that broke your heart. I didn't want to be the person that said that your hero, such and such, sexually harassed me for years and tried to sexually assault me. Tried. We're going to continue this conversation at some point soon. It's got to happen. So, but it's traumatic when you deal with that bullshit for years. Years of that bullshit. Years of pressure. Years of intimidation. Years of sideways comments and insults, and everybody else getting a raise, everybody else getting a vacation, everybody else getting to be a part of this new show or this new thing, but because you ain't playing ball, literally and figuratively. I hear you, KG. I'm signing off. I've done enough. I'm tiptoeing on the fucking edge. It's Dirty Diana, and I'm leaning over at some point soon.
Tell me it ain't Tyler Perry, y'all. Now he's talking about new shows, new projects, and you not getting a call, you ain't getting on because you ain't fucking. Allegedly. So being that you didn't fuck him, now you ain't a part of the new shows, this, that, and other. Is Robert Smith doing any new shows? Pay attention. He telling it.
It's got to happen. So, but it's traumatic when you deal with that bullshit for years of that bullshit, years of pressure, years of intimidation, years of sideways comments and insults, and everybody else getting a raise, everybody else getting a vacation, everybody else getting to be a part of this new show or this new thing, but because you ain't playing ball, literally and figuratively. I hear you, KG. I'm signing off. I've done enough. I'm tiptoeing on the fucking edge. It's Dirty Diana, and I'm leaning over. I'm gonna go, y'all, before I say too much. But yeah, no, I'm not. Thank you, God, for not making me the kind of man that's gonna fuck his way to the middle. Thank you. Thank you for standing back and letting both of us see who I am and who you built. I'm gonna keep making shows and keep making films and make sure that people on my productions aren't sexually harassed and bullied and intimidated, and they don't have to deal with attempted sexual assault or inappropriate bullshit. I got you. Thank you for making me the way you made me. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna say some shit. No, I just prayed, but you know me. Let me call my brother, and I gotta call McGill and check in with KG. Love and appreciate y'all, man. This shit just gets heavy sometimes. Life be lifing, but you carry something like this, and then you got to deal with somebody, and they floating in your face, gloating about this or that or this or that. Like, motherfucker, you do remember, you do know the terror that you exacted upon me and multiple people for fucking years.
Thank you, Tasha Rain. But did that nigga just have a personality change? Did he just snap into one of his characters? Did y'all see that shit? My man ain't rap too tight. My man a couple of beers short of a six-pack. When he's at that little prayer and he started talking to God to himself right there, and he keeps saying, yo, we gonna have this conversation, like people was talking back to him, like he, and then that last little shit right there, yeah, man, he just snapped, bro. He just snapped on that last shit. He turned into a whole character. His voice changed, everything.
For not making me the kind of man that's going to years of pressure, years of intimidation, years of sideways comments and insults, and everybody else getting a raise, everybody else getting a vacation, everybody else getting to be a part of this new show or this new thing, but because you ain't playing ball, literally and figuratively. I hear you, KG. I'm signing off. I've done enough. I'm tiptoeing on the fucking edge. It's Dirty Diana, and I'm leaning over. I'm gonna go, y'all, before I say too much. But yeah, no, I'm not. Thank you, God, for not making me the kind of man that's gonna fuck his way to the middle. Thank you. Thank you for standing back and letting both of us see who I am and who you built. I'm gonna keep making shows and keep making films and make sure that people on my productions aren't sexually harassed and bullied and intimidated, and they don't have to deal with attempted sexual assault or inappropriate bullshit. I got you. Thank you for making me the way you made me. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna say some shit. No, I just prayed, but you know me. Me call my brother, and I gotta call McGill and check in with KG. Love and appreciate y'all, man. This shit just gets heavy sometimes. Life be lifing, but you carry something like this, and then you got to deal with somebody, and they floating in your face, gloating about this or that or this or that. Like, motherfucker, you do remember, you do know the terror that you exacted upon me and multiple people for fucking years. I'm skate. But it's sometimes life be lifing, but you carry something like this, and then you got to deal with somebody, and they floating in your face, gloating about this.
That nigga sounded like Alonzo from Training Day. That nigga turned to Alonzo. I put cases on all you bitches. That nigga turned to Alonzo.
Or that or this or that. Like, motherfucker, you do remember, you do know the terror that you exacted upon me and multiple people for fucking years. I'm a skate. But it's the conversation is gonna be had. I just gotta figure out if you're gonna accept the truth about one of your deities or not, because it's the truth. And if I take a polygraph on TV in front of you, you'll know it. And if you hear him offering me inappropriate opportunities, you'll know it. And if you choose not to believe it, then it's on you. But it's got to be dealt with. It's time. I love and appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get out of here before I actually spill it.
You can stay, my nigga, because you ain't gonna spill shit, nigga. I can pour oil all over the floor and get you the slipperiest socks. You ain't spilling nothing, nigga. You ain't spilling nothing. You need more people. We do not believe you. You need more people. Man, I didn't expect this to go that long. And we 3 hours in, so I'm gonna get back to Roger Bond and Beyonce tomorrow. Choke no joke, y'all already know, man. Y'all take y'all asses to bed. This is Sunday. Some of y'all got to go to church tomorrow. You know what I mean? Get up early, take them kids to church. You already know, man. Once again, Christian Keys, I am sympathetic to the situation. I can relate to it. But brother, speak your mind, man. Don't let nobody else talk you out of your truth, because you may save somebody else's ass from being traumatized like we are. All right? Get off that bullshit, nigga. All that subliminal bullshit, Whitney Williams, blind item shit, nigga. Speak your truth, live in it. Choke no joke. Y'all already know. Peace.
Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got morning wood and I just bust one. And mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D and her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. tasted. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Suck my nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, she want to ski. And just shower me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned. Had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I'd rather take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Choke, no joke, no joke. You know what it is.
Hey, son.
Hi, when are you coming home?
Mommy's not coming home.
Why?
Goodbye.
Where are you? Where are you?
Mommy's not coming home.
Why?
Tell Daddy I'm not coming home.
Why?
Goodbye. Bye. What am I supposed to do? Tell this 10-year-old boy I'm getting some new dick or something?
Check. Yeah. Choke, no joke. Know what it is. This go out to the desperate housewives in New York, Atlanta, Texas, California, Miami, Mississippi. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. It was quick how it happened. We was just chatting, had a lot in common. I kept her laugh in the department in which a man was lacking. He was the king of the ship. Somehow I became captain. My swag on platinum, all my goldie just smacking. Then phone sex had happened. Things went left. I common interest in sex, something like Little Kim and Hugh Hefner. We knew if we met, it would be electric. Then the day came and we met. It was beyond my dream. A dream so sweet it made me scream. It was like a dream. Knew why he made a queen. I wanted to find Marty McFly and use that time machine. Run up in the church, create a scene. Object to that wedding and give her my ring like I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. I fell harder than a mother, my number one lover. Yo, under them covers was like no other. Had everything in common. I used to love her until he bugged her. Bitch motherfucker, device in the whip, had to call it quits. Hit us like a brick, we both sick. Now she got dilemma, like Kelly the kids. I'm calm, wish I never met the chick. Missing her seafood and our trips. Sex in the soul house, we did that shit. Sexing on the tent, we risked that shit. We both freaky as fuck, I miss my chick. Well, never mind, did it take him off of mine? Kindred spirits, just the wrong time. Get divorced, you can hear my line. Until I repent, it's next lifetime like I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Joke, no joke. You already know. It's that south side of Eden Wall flow. We out of here.
Den Hirschen haben von was, oder?
Hold on. No autographs right now. I got something to handle right here. No disrespect.
Beat on the drums.
Choke, no joke on the mic. Life with success. Is this what it is? Let's go. Life with success. Is this what it is? Paparazzi running around flashing your kids, trying to catch them with a blunt or a cig, hoping that they fall in some type of addiction. Baby mama hitting you with numbers like addition. She's so high, you feel like she pimping. It's alright, bitch. Yeah, I'm tripping, but it's better than the fucking max. And you can have every time before you see this Jimmy again. If life was a movie, you'd be going in the wind. And this flow ain't conceptualized off gin and tonic. But how ironic, you filed once a nigga went and got it poppin'. I guess that's why you pushed up when I was Milano hopping. Out in high school, fresh with jewels, looking successful as I do. I made you a star in the hood, kept you in leathers and bamboos. Fresh footwear, girl, I kept you good. Every color to match, your butter sauce, moved you to edge gold. From the concourse, left mom house living better off. Now you write that shit all off. Like taxes, make me wanna remove your parts with chainsaw and axes. I need to roll up and get back to relaxing. Is this what it is? Life with success, huh? Is this what it is? Chicks you took care of, motherfuckers you looked out for. Everybody turn on you back, they motherfucking hand out. Is this what it is?
Life was success. Sometimes it sucks. When people want something's when they call up. Yeah. People wanna hang, cause you got a new truck.
Let's go.
Now you hang with chicks that you dreamed you fuck.
Haters want you stuck, chicks trying to get knocked up. Cake in the oven, eat your cake up. Chick, get your own and raise our stakes up. The more you get, yo, the shit get iller. So I might go from the glove one and turn to thriller. Saw dealers get extorted by Popo when they needed a filler. And the shit get realer. They wanna clap back, but sit back and be a griller. Or be on a manhunt like Larry Davis. That's on the realer. Success have a lot of dudes on painkillers. Or puffing that fuzzy like caterpillars. It ain't easy to deal with. Life is success, huh? Is this what it is? Life with success. Is this what it is?
Stay the hell.
Don't follow those cats. Choke, no joke. You already know. This go out the Grey Go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could. Go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Getting hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partner's with him, saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. I'm out the game. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. I'm out the game. Praise Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's name. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Wet a nigga in public like Shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making the fifth go rumble. Because of stick up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, with some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you living again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, parole us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you wanna go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You wanna sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You wanna be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. Oh yeah, my man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke no joke, I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now, you already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from the building. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix, like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers, with y'all school face grillin'. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee. And Brandon and Hearst on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty, making connections. Talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. Too full fully loaded max, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got your threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through, I'm bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You tan in the Jacks, I tan in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick out blazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had to breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your rear, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you outta here. Throw me on the 600. Now fucking nigga humming, blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronx King like the LORDFINESSC. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, either war what it is. Choke, no joke, I ain't no joke. The mixtape, we here now. This go out to all the PJs around the world. Either war.
Nah, way back.
Sound
back.
Niggas and guns. Let's go. Choke, no joke. To all the projects in the world. You ever been to a project barbecue? Yes, I have. Played the half. Extra hours for more cash. To go half on that coke and yak. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslim said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she dumb out. Hustlers dumb out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a project barbecue? Kids sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, our heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're out in the pipe, playing the bench. Kids on the fence, watch your popo, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, don't shit where you live. 12 run right up in your crib. You never been nowhere, where else could you live? What's that? That's gangsta boo coming through, throwing it up, fucking his muffler up. police from 233rd, Laconia to Gun Hill Road. Got knocked in tell like Joe.
Very.
Okay. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas with a stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you. Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game. You got school.
Choke no joke. Good night, y'all. Go to bed. Make sure you say your prayers before you go to bed. And brush your teeth. Make sure you wash your butt. Because one who go to bed with itchy butt, wake up with smelly finger. Tasha Rain, Elizabeth B, love y'all. Holla at y'all in a minute. Clarence B, what up? Peace.